Alright guys, let's talk animation. More specifically, 3D animation. So, if you're watching this video, you probably know what 3D animation is. And if you do, then great. And if you're watching this video, then you probably want to get into 3D animation, but you don't know which one to use. I am showing you the one that I use, and it always flashes white after you load a map. I don't know why it just does that. So yeah, I will be talking about two 3D animation software today. Both of them are completely free. No free trials. It's entirely free. And so the first one I am going to talk about is Blender. So Blender is a free 3D modeling program with a built-in 3D animator. With a built-in 3D, like you can 3D animate in it and 3D model. And lots of other things too, but it's mainly for 3D modeling and 3D animating. So, if you like that, then you can do that. And if you like just animating, you can do the other one that I'm going to start. So the one that I am showing you footage of right now is SFM, short for Team Fortress 2. And in Team Fortress 2, you can yeah, you can 3D animate. And it's really simple if you know the basics of it. And I do, because I animate in it. So, when I first started using SFM, I was really confused, and I had no idea of what I had to do to put models in. The only thing I knew how to do was put a map in. So, instead of looking up a tutorial, I just, from trying and trying, I ended up where I am now, knowing almost everything you need to know about SFM. So, yeah. In this video, I will be showing you things that you can do in SFM and how to do them. So, sorry, my forehead hit the microphone. You can do lots of different things in it. I am putting in the FNAF 1 characters, and also this one, which will be the monster. And if you accidentally close either of the two, you can go to Windows, Graph Editor. So when you first load it up, there should be, this shouldn't be here, and this should be the whole thing, just like I don't know what happened, and now that is there. I don't really notice it. So, yeah, it should look like this. But like that. But the whole thing. So I just leave it like that. And, if this or that is not there, you just click Windows and click either Graph Editor for this, and from there you can select those two, and Primary Viewpoint. So when you first load in a map, you want to remove the lighting by right-clicking and clicking Enable Lighting, and that would turn it off because it should like just be there by default. And if you already have the props for a map, you can left click, go to Draw Entities, and click Other Entities, and it loads in the props for it. But if you didn't download any of the props, like those and the balloons and the plushes and the speakers and the camera, it would all be just an error, a red flashing error. But if you do download it, it would not do that. And so, yeah. And I am using the FNAF 2 map with the FNAF 1 characters because I just don't feel like using the FNAF 1 map because I don't have the props for it. Alright. So, let's get Freddy to the middle. And let's bring him up. And spin him around. Alright, so when you load in a model, its arms should be like that. And the way to fix that is... sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I just it's 7:29 where I am, and yeah, I wasn't really expecting to make this video, but I just clicked record and started making it anyways. So, how to fix the arm problem. So if you want to fix the problem about the arms being in the T-pose, then you will click the plus for arms, click arms, but only click arms and do what I'm about to do if it's not a human. If it's a human and it has collar, which should be, instead of being one right there and saying upper arm, it would say collar. If the model does say collar, then just select upper arm, move it down, and then do the same with the lower arm. But if it doesn't have a collar and you want the arms just to be like on the sides, then click on arms and do it until the two arms are how you want them to be, and then select lower arm and bring it down. Hand, bring the hand down too, and upper arm, lower arm, bring it down, and lower hand. So the animation that I'm starting, I'm going to upload it, but not right away because I'm just putting the models where they are. And yeah, so in SFM you can move the models around with transform. You can basically figure out each of the, you can look at this and be like, oh yeah, that'll be that moving, and the knee would be that moving, and yeah, it for the character joints, it's pretty easy to understand, and but the element viewer, it's a little more confusing for beginners. Oh, and if you put models in, it should be camera 1. So if you want to just have the camera somewhere and have it not move when you do this and do work camera, so that's where the camera is, and this is where the camera that you would be animating is, and then you can click and it would go back. So if you don't want this one to move, then click the plus, click set animations, or create animation set for existing elements, but this only works if you already have models in your animation. So then you select camera 1 and OK. And even though I'm on camera 1, it won't move around. So then you click camera and then you can move it around. So into the actual animating part. If you want to create a basic animation, and you just make Freddy wave or something, then let's click the plus on Freddy, click on arms, but first light and enable camera, work camera, which is down there, and light. Bring it all the way back here, and then click the plus on all, horizontal view all the way, so then it should look like that. This vertical all the way up, fuzzy edge, and just click it all back a little more, maybe a little bit forward so there's not a shadow of that, and then the intensity, lower it, and then click on Freddy, arms, upper arm, click camera, and enabling lighting and putting lights in, it fixes the textures. So before, the texture didn't look that good, but now the texture is better. So let's make them wave. So you have to always remember to make a keyframe by either clicking M or by just clicking on that. And because I made a keyframe for the arm, you can just play it and then maybe find how many frames you want it to go. Like right there. And then there, and because there's also a keyframe for that one, and rotate. Alright, now that we have that done, we need to do the next wave. So you would click that a couple times or just drag it or play it. Alright, let's see this animation. Pretty cool. And now how to do camera movements, or how to split shots. So you make a new shot, but with everything from the previous one. So you select the shot you want, click Shift B, both at the same time. And then this should happen. Click shot 2. Now let's move the camera over here. And now let's see it. Now the camera is right there. So yeah. Pretty good. So yeah, that is how you create an animation, and I'm not going to upload this one. I had an idea, but turned up being this.